Legend says that many years ago, back when the Walkman was a thing, a very merry tale unfolded somewhere in Cornwall, England. It has nothing to do with this candle we're slowly zooming into. That's only on the screen because it's the best clip we managed to get with this subpar equipment. Honestly, this short film isn't great, but we think the message is worthwhile. It's something about sharing unwanted things, something vaguely about recycling. And anyway, we got Michael Grant and Donald Trump involved. Not the real ones, of course. By the way, if you watch all the way to the end, you might see them hugging. Who doesn't want to see that, honestly? Anyway, the production's about to start, so let's all collectively shut up and pay attention. Starting now.
Here I go! Oh! Bloody chimney! My head! Bloody hell! Get me out of here! What's all this here? Ooh! They have to get rid of their bloody chimney. Right, let's get on this then. Well, how the bloody hell does this thing work then? Right. Right. Oh, sweet delights. Oh. Oh, how strange. Right, well, that just means more of this then, doesn't it? Right, hide. Oh, I got an idea. Hey, Fluffs.
Eaten alive. Bad. Ooh.
Fluffer, what's happened? I feel jolly and wonderful. I feel merry. Like I could just give presents to everyone. Fuck's in this mulled wine?
Fluffer, I feel all rather queer, as if I've eaten something I shouldn't have. I imagine you get that feeling all the time, what with you drinking out of the sink and the bath. Weirdo. That's right. It's almost like I've sort of absorbed some sort of saint. Saint Rick? Saint Dick? That's rude. Wait a minute. I must have eaten Santa Claus, Fluffer. Don't you turn your back on me! This must mean that I have to save Christmas. Fluffer, you'll be my reindeer, as will the others. We've got to deliver the presents and turn the grumpiest people around the world into the jolliest, merriest sorts you've ever known. Come on, reindeer. I'll leave you to your sleep. I'll get the others.
Come on, you. You can be my reindeer. Right, men and ladies and other and whatever the fuck else is out there. Today, we're going to save Christmas. What you'll hear, by the way. Right. So, how are we going to save Christmas, you might ask? Well, I'm gonna heckin' tell you. We're gonna go around each and every place, and we're gonna turn all the grouchiest gooses into gleeful giraffes. That's what we're gonna do. And at the same time, we're gonna do some recycling, because that's the modern world we want to see. Am I right? I'm gonna take the fucking car.
It's nearly midnight and I better hurry, or I'll never get back for my Christmas curry. The hell's this? President of the Wheelbarrow Appreciation Society. I know who could do with something like this. Aha! There's a man who hasn't felt joy all year. Well, now he's going to have a smile from ear to ear.
What a terrible Christmas. My presidency is gone. It's not under here. It's not under here. This is a terrible Christmas. Absolutely terrible. I don't know where it's gone. And I want it back. They stole my presidency. Wait, what's this? I can't believe it. It's a presidency of the Wheelbarrow Appreciation Society. I don't know what that means. Never heard of wheelbarrow before, but it sounds amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's awesome. I love it. Thank you, Santa Claus. And I want you to have this hat. My name is Donald J. Trump, and once again, I'm President of the United States of Wheelbarrows. I don't know what that means, but I'm the President again. Christmas is saved.
Oh, all this man has done is grumble and moan. Well, maybe now got off his bloody phone.
Hello, Agent? Yeah, this is Michael Grant. I'm in a rut, Agent. Hollywood sucks. It's just full of toe-sucking communists, and I hate communists. Might as well call themselves Nazis. But you know what? You know what's worse? I can't blame Trump for that. You see my problem here? And you know what else? It's that goddamn Elon Musk. You see what he's doing? You see what he's doing right now? Might as well call himself the new Trump. You know what? I'm gonna threaten to leave Twitter right now. There. Done. Good luck sleeping tonight, Elon. New Trump. Now everyone will see what a good person I am. Did I tell you I love Hollywood, by the way? It's not the same, Agent. Is there anything you have for me that I can blame Trump for? Balenciaga? Bad and shady dealings? The World Economic Forum? Can I blame Trump for any of that? No? Well then I ain't interested. You gotta think of something for me, Agent. Communists? But I love communists now. But don't ask questions that you're not worthy of answers for. Okay? Now come on, buddy. Come on. There must be something I can blame Trump for. Anything. Just think of some... Ow! I stubbed my toe, Agent. Fuck. Can I blame Trump for stubbing my toe? Right, I'm getting back onto Twitter. What the? I think my hair grew back. No. Agent. It's what I always wanted. Oh, I can't hide it anymore, Agent. I can't. All I ever wanted was to be him. I've just been suppressing it for so long. I just can't stop thinking about him. Just call me Arnold Trent. You know what? I don't need these things no more. I can take up a new hobby. I can do that. Thanks, Agent, for nothing. Right, that's it. I don't need this no more. Santa, you've done me a great favor. You take this.
Thank you. And I know the perfect person for this. Oh, for fuck's sake, goddamn Honda Jazz driver, move out of the way! Bastard.
And this is the last one for tonight. I don't have a fucking rhyme for this one. How are you going? Merry Christmas, Animorphs fans, and welcome to the Animorphs Reviews YouTube channel. Today we're going over the merriest moments in Animorphs. Now, quite frankly, there aren't many. In fact, it's quite a grim series, so it was a bit of a struggle to find 10. And even then, I had to be a bit loose with my standards of merry. But what I tend to go for with merry is sort of yippity-doo-dah, let's all dance around the maypole, everyone's happy, everyone's getting drunk, everyone's having a good time sort of thing. How often does that happen? Not very often at all. So I loosened it a bit, okay? So we're going to count down from the top 10 of the most merry Animorphs moments. And at number 10, it is the moment in book 33 when Rachel gives Tobias a big old smooch. So he's just escaped being tortured. See what I mean by it being a bit grim? Okay, with that in mind, we get out of that bit where he's being tortured and we're back being happy again, and he's reunited with the rest of the Animorphs, and Rachel runs across the beach in slow motion like something out of freaking Baywatch, except it's got torture involved. And then they have a natter and they say, let's go enjoy the thermals together. Tobias is like, that's what I'm all about. And then she kisses him, and a good time was had by all. That's number 10 on the list. You can see that, you know, it's not the most happy series. But yeah, that's number 10. And at number 9, it is something that at the start of the series you probably would suspect would be number 1. You'd think, oh, that moment, that's going to be the merriest moment in all of Animorphs, merrier than anything that goes on in this. But it turns out it's very bittersweet. War ends, just in general, when the war ends, and we're on the pool ship and the Yeerks have surrendered. The problem is, a lot of people have just died, so it sort of takes the merriment slightly out of it. But still, the war has ended and Earth is saved, and that's got to be cause of some level of celebration. I mean, come on, it's Christmas. I mean, not in the books, but now. So be heckin' merry about it. God damn it. Let's move on to number 8. Number 8 of the most merriest Animorphs moments is one of those moments that nobody foresaw. Nobody saw coming. It came totally out of left field, but god damn, we were so happy when it happened, and everybody was just breathing a big sigh of relief. Finally, Marco has a bloody girlfriend. Because all throughout the series, he's been talking about it, he's been bigging it up, and every time he's been turned down. What was that girl that he really liked? The one with the French name? Like, freaking Pierrette or something like that, I don't know. Do the French even celebrate Christmas? I think they just go around shoving bits of garlic into things. Is that Christmassy? Nah, not really. They're not a Christmassy bunch, the French, honestly. And they're all on Santa's naughty list. That's for damn sure. Even more so than those Belgians. What was I talking about? What was I talking about again? You weren't listening. Well, I don't think you're the only one. Okay, so, now we've done the war ends. Marco gets a girlfriend, right. So all throughout the series, he's been, he's been going up to girls and saying, look at me, I may be 5'2", but, Tom Cruise. And they were like, I fucking hate Tom Cruise. And they reject him on the spot. But finally, all it took for Marco to bring about this merriest of moments
was becoming a war hero, surviving a war, and basically being the saviour of mankind. Then he gets the girl. That's a story we can all get behind, isn't it, my dear?
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, yeah. I don't think we're even given a name, from what I remember. She's just a model girlfriend. But god damn it, it still counts. God damn it. Yes. Well done, Marco. You're number 8 on the merry list. Let's find out what number 7 is, shall we? Jingle heckin' bells, it's number 7. And at number 7, it's those two love birds again. Do you get it? But because it's Tobias and Rachel. Love birds. Thank you for laughing. This time, there's a bit more emotion behind it. It's another one of those examples at the end of a book where they've done the good thing and there's no torture involved this time. So that raises the level of merry a bit. And they've also just rescued the Hawk Bajir. So Tobias goes to watch what's her name? Rachel, the blonde one. Watches her go get some medal or something, some bollocks, like Packard Bell, something like that. The Packard Bell model for most improved blonde of the year, or I don't freaking know. Christmas, whatever. And yeah, Christmas. Who gives a fuck what the award was? It's fucking Christmas. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm being a bad elf. I'm being a bad elf. I'm being a bad elf. And he arrives at this meeting, this award ceremony, as himself. And he's been a bird all this time, and Rachel doesn't know that he's going to be him. Or does she? No, I think she does, doesn't she, throughout that book? And finally, the moment arrives where she's getting this award, she's shaking the hands of the mayor or some shit, and then in comes Tobias with his leather jacket, his freaking emo hair, and gives it the whole. And she's like, and it's merry. Come on, it's freaking merry. Buy into it, for Christ's sake. It's Christmas. You'll eat your freaking Brussels sprouts, and oh Christ, on to number 6. Once again, it comes at the end of the book because, yeah, it's always going to be the case that these moments are going to be at the end of the book, typically. And this one it's actually quite it's a really good moment. It is merry. It is heckin' merry, right? It is full of general merriment. Hence why it's on this list. And it is the moment when they realise that Cassie can demorph, having become a caterpillar nothlit. So everyone's a bit down, you know, oh, God, this is shit, because Cassie's now a caterpillar and she just sort of wiggles on a twig like that. And they think that's going to be the rest of her life. But she she fucking changes into a butterfly, yeah? And because of that, Axe says, you know what, because I'm familiar with butterflies, somehow, I know, from experience, that she can now demorph. Don't ask me how the fuck I know, but she can demorph. And then it's catch that butterfly, they catch her, and she demorphs. She joins the team again, because she'd left the team, remember? She joins back with the team, and she demorphs, and she lives at, and the wildlife rehabilitation clinic, which was on the verge of shutting down, she gets a big load of funding. Karen, the little freaking ginger girl, who's not actually a Karen, she's actually like sane person, is saved. I don't know why I didn't put this higher on the list, really. But yeah, the end of book 19 is full of merriment. It's well Christmassy. If you don't believe that, then you're a very sad person. Okay, let's move on to number 5. Now I think I remember why this one's up higher than 19, but only just. Well, we know from book 5 onwards that Marco's mother is of the Yerk Empire. And that's a pretty sad time for everyone involved. Eventually, after all this time, 40 books, Eva is rescued from the Earth clutches. How Christmassy do you want to be, man? That's the greatest Christmas present of all. Oh, my parent was like part of a Yerk invasion and she had the slug in her head and then the slug fell out. That's a great Christmas present. Come on. And not only that, but she gets back with the guy who married another woman who was then infested. Yeah, you sort of see why this moment isn't quite that merry. But in the end, there's a reuniting in the Hortbudgear Valley, and they're opening cans of Spam and they're having a picnic, and, you know, they get back together, these two lovebirds, except they're not actually birds this time. Not one of them is a bird. But yeah, after all this time, they're finally reunited. Marco's arc is basically complete at this point, because the fuck does he do anything else throughout this series? Yeah, that puts me in a right Christmassy spirit. Does that put you in a Christmas spirit, yeah. Mrs. Claus? Wait, no, you wouldn't be Mrs. Claus, because I'm the elf. Yeah. What would that make you? Mrs. Elf. Mrs. Elf, right, yeah. God, you look gorgeous. Can you wrap me some presents tonight? Yeah, whatever the fuck that means. Right, number 4. Number 4 is just a moment of good laughter, because there really aren't that many in Animorphs. We all the examples so far, there's not really been any, you know, hearty laughter and oh, what a glorious fun time we're having as a group together. No worries in the world going on. Let's just have a bit of banter. We get that in book number 8. And it is when Cassie invites Axe into her home to try a bit of Walter's chili. And it's just not a problem. They go in there, they have a great time, have a blast. Axe gets his first taste of chili and just devours the lot. Cassie's giving it the whole, this boy. And the parents love him, think it's actually Jake. And they really like Jake. And just, yeah, it's a really fun time. It's just general merriment. And that doesn't happen very often, isn't that right, Tiggles? Yes, you're not very merry, are you? Because you're a grumpy old git. Bloody cat. Mrs. Elf. Mrs. Elf.
Yes, Mr. Elf?
Mrs. Elf, tell Tiggles how grumpy he is.
Tiggles, you are the grumpiest.
You are the grumpiest.
You are almost the grumpiest, grumpier than the Grinch.
You're the grumpier than the Grinch. There. Number 3. Number 3 comes from book 13. We've already had one from book 13, and some would probably rate that one higher than this one, but nah, because Tobias is emo, and he's just generally not a very merry character. Now, who is a merry character, or who are merry characters? Jarahami and Ket Halpak, they were as merry could be, right? Even though they've been slaves throughout their whole lives, first thing they do when they get freed is make another freaking one of them. And they're obviously having a good time. And that's merry. And they've got their Garden of Eden. The Animorphs are there giving jokes. And Axe doesn't get them, but the Hortbudgear do. No, they make the jokes and then Axe still doesn't get it, but the Animorphs do. Basically, Axe is not involved in any of the joke banter. He just stands there freaking eating grass, I don't know. But the rest are having a good time. And they're just having a good laugh, you know. And then we're having a frickin' sprog. Frickin' pints, lads. Get the pints in. it's like a night at the pub. And that's merry. Don't question it. Okay, so we've gotten through 10 through number 2, merriest moments in Animorphs. And I think you'll agree with me that it probably is the vast majority of the merry moments in the series, because there really weren't that many. But I have got some bonus ones for you. Just a few extra examples. I didn't quite make it to the list.
Oh, come on. I thought humans were supposed to be the clever ones. Even a Hortbudgear knows that 2 comes between 1 and 3. How has this donut managed to miss number 2 from the list? I'll tell you what number 2 on the list is, because he obviously can't. Number 2 is when the Animorphs rescue Aximili Escruth Istil from the dome ship underwater in book 4, The Message. I think we can all agree that was a really, really nice time. This complete dunderhead obviously forgot about that. Silly British person. Okay,
I might as well let him finish off. Back to the video. Have a Merry Christmas. So some bonus ones that nearly made it. Tobias getting a birthday cake in book 23. Again, it's at the end of the book. It's similar to the Tobias getting kissed by Rachel one. I thought, the kiss is better. And that... So Tobias getting the birthday cake. Woohoo. Yeah, birthday celebration, even though you're a freaking bird and we're in the middle of a freaking war. Yeah, it's not that fucking merry, is it? But as long as the cake's nice, you know, have a bit of fun with it. Anyway, another one is Tobias finally meeting Lauren. Problem is she's blind and she doesn't really... Yeah, that's... I mean, she gets her sight back, but then she's never really involved again, and it doesn't really have the impact. But, you know, it's nice. Meets his mum. That's all right, isn't it? You know, get a couple of pints in on that. And then the other one is Peter and Nora getting married. It's the only wedding we get in this series, from what I remember. Problem is she later got reinfested by the Yerks, and you've also got to remember that Eve is still alive, so Peter's getting married even though the white... Yeah, it just puts a bit of a dire tinge on the situation. But, you know, you can get a couple of pints in at a wedding, so it's got to be on the bonus list, doesn't it? Anyway, let's get on to number one of the merriest moments of Animorphs. Wave your hands. Yeah, freaking Christmas. And the merriest moment in all of Animorphs comes in book 26 when they all think Jake is dead. But he isn't. Shock horror. What does he do? He lunges at Cassie, freaking rugby tackles her and gives her a little peck on the cheeks. Fucking yes, Jake. That's heckin' merry. You found out he's still alive, and this is partly on top of the list because they're basically the two biggest main characters of the series, and it's their big moment that rides through the rest of the series. They get their first kiss, and even Rachel says, "Fucking finally, you got and done this. We've been waiting 26 books for this madness to ensue." And yeah, I think that's the merriest moment in Animorphs. Some of you probably disagree with me, but you know what? You'd be fucking wrong, wouldn't ya? Because I am Mr. Elf. That's Mrs. Elf. And somewhere around here are my 4 reindeer. My 4 strangely cat-shaped reindeer. My dear. Mrs. Elf. The cat... Mrs. Elf, the cat's a reindeer. They're all reindeer. They're going to pull our sleigh at night. I want you to pull my sleigh at night. Oh shit, I'm not Santa, so that doesn't really work, does it? Whatever. This has been the merriest moments in Animorphs. What there is of them. Which there really aren't merry. There really aren't merry. Many. Christmas! It's all about the fun and the jokes. Isn't that right, Lila? You're one of the reindeer, aren't you? What do you think of my elf dress, by the way?
You can see your underwear.
You could... Right, that's enough Christmas for one year, all right? Bugger off, the lot of you. Have a Merry Christmas and a bloody Happy New Year. Can't even fucking do the outro right. Ta-ra, everybody. Say ta-ra, my dear. Happy New Year. Get lost. Ta-ra.
I'm a changed man, thanks to Santa Claus. I am now the president of the Wheelbarrow Appreciation Society, and I've never been happier. You know, the biggest thing I've learned from this whole experience is not to think about what you've lost, but what you can achieve. Thank you, Santa Claus. You saved me, and you saved America. And my wheelbarrows. I like that one. That wheelbarrow's great. I love it, it's great. I love it a lot. I love it bigly. What we all have to learn is to be honest with ourselves. We can't go making bullshit up. We can't be telling people we're a good person without actually being a good person.
That's what we should all learn from this Christmas. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a rally to go to.
Flynn.